Welcome to Chat with Pat. I'm your host, Patricia Peters. We'll dive into fascinating topics, share inspiring stories. We're going to share our thoughts and explore new ideas. Me and you. Get ready for 30 minutes of fun, learning, and connection. Who's ready to chat? Hello, it's TGIF. It's Friday afternoon again, and it's 7:04 p.m. And guess what, guys? Welcome to Chat with Pat. And today we are embarking on another hot topic. And that topic is, are you living your life or someone else's expectation? Hot topic, right? Yes. Every day I bring you a hot topic for 15 to 20 minutes. I hope it resonates with you. It changed your life. It transformed your mindset and it made you think. It makes you think that you need not to be comfortable. You need to get off the comfort seat and get on with something in your life. That's the whole idea of my program every evening on Chat with Pat. Again, welcome everybody. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Patricia Peters, known as Cheryl. I am a Guyanese born. I have been living in New York for 27 years. I'm a mother of two daughters, 34 and 31 years old. I am a wife, a daughter, a sister, a neighbor, a friend. I was a teacher, English and typewriting. Then I became a nanny in Manhattan, and I worked in the bank for 17 years, from teller to universal banker, then relationship banker. And COVID came, I took a year off, and I became a technician at Plug Power. A year later, 9 months after, I became a trainer. A year later, I became a lead trainer. And 2005 came, and 2025 came, March 25th, 900 of us got laid off. And guess what? I was one of them. So that tells me nothing in life is guaranteed, not even your own life. Much said about me. How about you? Where are you working now? What are you doing for a living? How are you spending your years and your days and your months and your weeks? Tell me, where are you tuning in from? If you are looking for a side hustle and you feel that there is no way out, there is a way out. If you are tired of being tired and you need help searching and looking for a stream of income, don't look no further. Message me. Yes, so let's keep going, guys. Today's topic is, are you living your life or someone else's life? So above all of what I am, I chose to become a digital entrepreneur. I chose this business a year prior to being laid off. So God has a way of doing things. He opened doors, he opened avenues, and he leads you in directions that you didn't know at the time, right? So sometimes you caught yourself looking at me today. You tuning in, you hop in, you stop by. There's so many entertainment on TikTok. Trust me, I watch them. I know them. I see them. There are people who are selling stuff. There are people who are dating on TikTok, fast speed dating. There are people who have groups conversating about their life, and there are people who talk stuff that doesn't make sense. And there's so much entertainment. For those who stopped by my page today, I want to say thank you. Thank you. That shows that you are expecting more in life. You're looking for something more in life, and you want to do better in life, and you want to elevate yourself, and you want to change your life. That's why you're here. And that's what I'm for. I am helping families, moms and dads especially around the world, to change their lives, to turn a new leaf in their book and said, okay, enough is enough. We need to set a standard in our family. We need to raise the bar. We need to set an example for our children to follow. And that is why we're watching Chat with Pat every afternoon. We're watching this Guyanese woman who keeps talking stuff every day about changing our lives and making money online and earning. She teaches people how to earn online, how to learn to earn online. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Please like, share my live, and make, when you hear me say something, you have questions, please address it. Put your questions out there. I'll answer all your questions for you, okay? And if you can tune in where you're from, I'll be so happy. I am from upstate New York, originally from Guyana, live in Queens for 5 years, and now I've been living here for 23 years in upstate New York. So tell me where you're from. JJ, hi, Pavi, Polis, Raj. Come on, tell me where you guys from. Today's topic is, are you living your life or someone else's expectations? Sometimes we don't know, but we end up pleasing other people all the time, and we have no clue what we're doing. To my YouTubers and Facebookers, thank you for tuning in, and thanks for watching on the replay. So good morning, good afternoon to everyone across the globe, wherever you are right now. Thank you. Thank you. And I know thousands of people are watching Chat with Pat, because when I do my insights, I get to see everybody, and a majority are women. So I'm excited. Yes. What if I told you that one of the biggest tragedies in life isn't dying too soon? Ooh, ouch, that hurts, right? One of the biggest tragedies in life isn't dying too soon. It's reaching the end of your life and realizing you never truly lived. I ask myself that question all the time. I said, oh my God, I am 55. I never had fun. I never drink. I never party. I never gamble. I never do anything wrong. What kind of life am I living? Did I really have fun? I'm going to die pretty soon. Did I really enjoy my life? Do you guys ask yourself that question as well? All right. I'm contented with my life. Maybe I'm not drinking. I don't party. I don't have friends galore. I don't go helter skelter all over the place, but I do love my family. I do love my life. I love my parents, my mom. I love my brothers. I love gardening. I love my business. I love to help people. I love my shows. I love to be on social media. I have Global Voices every Monday morning at 5 a.m. I have Chit Chat with Pat and Jackie every Saturday night at 9 p.m. I have Chit Chat with Pat every 7 p.m. I am a busy woman. And you see me, I enjoy. I have me time. I spend time with myself. I spend quality time. As you see, every morning I send early morning videos to you guys, and see what I do. I wake up and I enjoy the beauty of nature. I enjoy my life. Simple, but beautiful. All right. So you live to make your parents proud. So today's topic, if you just tune in, are you living your life or someone else's expectations? When you're a kid, you do everything that your parents expect you to do, right? Now you're an adult. Who are you living up to? Who are you pleasing? Whose expectation are you sufficing, right? You live to make your parents proud. We all do that. We all did that. You live to keep your spouse happy. We all tend to do that most of the times. You live to satisfy your children. You live to meet society's standards, pleasing people. You live according to everyone else's expectations except your own. What do you expect from you? What do you want you to become? What do you want you to show forth in the world? What impact do you want to leave or have in the world? So tonight, I want to ask you one question that could change your life forever. Whose life are you really living? If you're honest with me, you can tell me. Tell me in the chat box, whose life are you really living? Number one, the expectation trap. The day we were born, people begin placing labels on us. Be a good girl. Be a strong man. Don't rock the boat. Get a safe job. Stay where it's comfortable. Don't embarrass the family. Little by little, we stop making our own choices and start living by everyone else's script. Everyone dictate our future for us. They dictate our life, how we should live it, what we should do, when we should do it. Some people become doctors because their parents wanted it. And I could testify to that. A lot of my Indian companions and friends out there, they want their kids to become doctors. The kids don't want to become doctors. They're forced to become doctors by their parents. Because as Indians, you want your kids to be the best thing in the world, right? Some stay in unhappy marriages because they're afraid of what people will say. And I can testify to that as well. I've seen and experienced marriages around my neighborhood, around my relationship, my family. Some people are happy, some are unhappy. Some started rough, in the middle, in the beginning, in the middle, little patchy, but in the end, they're happy. So there are all kinds of things we're facing, right? Some never started the business that has been burning inside them because someone convinced them it is too risky. I just saw a couple, an African couple, who are hosting parties at the Rotterdam Mall. They opened up this beautiful place, well decorated, and they're hosting sweet 16s, birthday parties, weddings, and everything in between. And I was like, I was so proud of these people. I was like, yes, yes, that's what I need to see. I want to see entrepreneurs. I want to see business people. I want people to be their own boss. And them doing that is a benefit to our community, our society, where we live. So we don't have just a few places to have weddings and parties and birthdays anymore. We have more, right? The saddest part, many people don't even realize they've been living someone else's dream. And you can testify to that, right? You're living someone else's dream. Sometimes your dad was supposed to be a cricketer and he never made it. So he's training you to be a cricketer. Or maybe your mom was supposed to be a chef and she never made it. So she's forcing you in the kitchen. You know what I'm talking about, right? Many people don't even realize they've been living someone else's dream, losing yourself. You're losing yourself. Some people become known as the responsible ones, the peacekeeper, the fixer, the strong one, the people pleaser. After years of carrying those titles, they forget who they are. I find myself in that category. Like, I felt like I am the center of my family. They all like when I'm around. They like when I'm hosting things and I'm doing things and I'm getting things done and doing all the things. I am the one. And sometimes you do get tired. Paperwork, preparation, food, appointments, this, that, whatever the case, I'm involved in everything. There was a time in my own life when I was afraid to speak up. I doubted myself. I worried about disappointing people in my life. I let fear make decisions for me. And many of you can say that you live your life. Onto this day, you're still living your life and you don't have a voice. You can't speak out. You can't help yourself. You don't know how to help yourself. You don't want people to dictate your life for the rest of your life. You don't want people to manipulate you for the rest of your life. Go there, do this, do that, come here. Don't do that. Don't follow these friends. Don't go to that place. Dress like this. You have to be your own person to dictate your own life. You have to take control of you. Don't let anybody beat around the bush with you. All right? I let fear make decisions for me, but then something changed. I realized that if I kept living for everyone else, I would never become the woman God created me to be. You know, when my husband was driving alone and I didn't know how to drive, I felt handicapped. I felt stifled. I felt caged up. And I said, I need to do something. And I told you guys about the car story who were listening to me prior, how I started driving. I had to I had to take it upon myself to take a stand and start driving. Then, oh, I love to drive. When I drive, I feel like I'm flying. I feel free. I feel like I can go into this big, vast world. 65, 85 degrees in the morning. When I used to go to work in the morning, 85. Oh my goodness, I love it. But then I know where police are and where police are not. So I calm it down. But I realized that if I kept living for everyone else, I would never become the woman God really created me to be. And that's when I started rebuilding my identity. God made us in such a way with a lot of talents. And if we don't use our talents, He's going to give them to someone else. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it, right? So you have to find your talent, find your niche. The silent pain, number 3, the silent pain. Many people aren't angry, they're exhausted. They're tired of pretending. They're tired of smiling while they're hurting. You know, the people who smile the most, they're the ones hurting the most. And I must say from experience, I smile a lot. I've been going through some shit in my life, and I will smile with everybody. Nobody knows what I'm going through. So when people are smiling, they're hurting a lot. So be careful. Treat them right when they smile with you. Smile back at them. They're tired of pretending. They're tired of smiling while they're hurting. They're tired of saying, I'm okay. I'm okay. When they're falling apart inside. Many of you walking the streets or driving or in the trains and buses, you're broken. You're worn out. You're dismantled. But you're trying to put up this facade. You're trying to put up this expression, this facial expression that you're okay. But deep within, you're hurt. And you're tired. And you keep saying that you're okay. They don't speak up. These people don't speak up. Instead, they harbor. They harbor everything in their chest, their heart. They shrink. They settle. They disappear inside their own lives. That's why so many people feel burned out, invisible, and stuck. It's not because they're bad people or because they don't have talents or they're not educated. It's because they're living to please other people. They're trying to fulfill other people's expectation. It's time to stop it. Enough is enough. Not because life defeated them, not because they abandoned themselves. You need to get up, wake up, shake it off, and tell yourself, what is my purpose? Who am I? Why am I living? What is my value? And you find your niche and find your talent and stop letting people dictate and dominate your life. Number 4, wake up. The wake up moment. You got to wake up. Let me ask you something. When did you stop dreaming? When did you stop dreaming? Tell me. Because we all full of dreams. We want to be this. We want to do that. We want to acquire this. We want to accomplish that. Tell me, when did you stop dreaming? When did you decide your goals were too big? Because for me, nothing is too big. When did you trade purpose for comfort? You become lackadaisical. You become lazy, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You just let yourself go and you have no zeal, no zest for life. You have no purpose. When did you stop recognizing the person staring back at you in the mirror? Look at the woman in the mirror, look at the man in the mirror, and ask yourself, what have I done to you? Think about that for a moment. What have I done to you? What have I done with our life? Because awareness is where transformation begins. When you're aware of your situation, then change comes. That's where transformation begins, because you know something is not right. For me, I know that my finances are not right. I know that I did not have enough of a legacy to leave for my children. I know that if I die, my kids are going to suffer. So I begin to change. I become aware of the situation and I began to change. I began to change my mindset. I began to change my thoughts. I began to make choices. I began to have options, and I choose. I made a choice to start a digital business. Did I have any idea? I have no idea. Did I have experience? No experience. Do I know anything about business? Absolutely not. Am I computer savvy? Hell no. So I did it anyway. Because once I know I start, I will have to finish. So choosing yourself isn't selfish. Number 5, we're choosing ourselves. Choosing yourself isn't selfish. Sometimes I feel guilty. I'm enjoying my life as a mother now. My kids are grown and I'm enjoying my life. And I was like, oh, I wish I had this time when the kids were younger. And I feel guilty. But choosing yourself is not selfish. Some people will call it selfish. I called it necessary. Choosing yourself is necessary. Why? Because when you become the healthiest version of yourself, you become a better parent, a better spouse, a better friend, a better leader. Choosing yourself isn't about abandoning others. It's about refusing to abandon yourself. Number 6, 3 steps to reclaim your life. Stop living off of people's expectation of you. Reclaim your life. Step 1, get honest. Be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, what do I really want? Simple questions, right? What do you really want? Now, not what your family wants, but what do you really want? Not what society expects. What does your heart say? Dave Gorbachan, what does your heart say to you? Molly, what does your heart say to you? Ramona Manaram, what does your heart say to you? Are you going to choose yourself? Number 2, release the guilt. Release the guilt. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need permission to dream. You don't need permission to become more than you were yesterday. Stop apologizing for wanting a better life. I met some people, every time they do something, it's like, I apologize. They do something again. I work with a guy at the bank, everything he will apologize. And I was like, Maurice, his name is Maurice. I said, snap out of it. Why are you apologizing? You didn't do anything wrong. Why are you apologizing? No wonder people keep belittling you, because you keep apologizing all the time. Stop that. Nobody is better than you here. So stop apologizing. All right? So stop apologizing for wanting a better life. Number 3, start living intentionally. Live your life intentionally with purpose. I am a child of the Most High. I am beautiful, I am smart, I am intelligent, and I am among to anything I put my mind to be, to do, and to obtain. Every decision you make should move you closer to the person you're becoming, not the person everyone else expects you to remain. No, you are going to become the new person, the person you love and you create. And this is my story. Many of you know my story. I've been telling my story for 2 years now. I came from Guyana. I grew up with very little. I slept on rice bags. And you get ridiculed when you pee on the rice bags. I experienced hunger. I came to America with hope and determination. For years, I worked, served my family, and did what was expected of me. But after being laid off, I had a choice. I could let life define me, or I could redefine my life. And what did I do? I did not stay comfortable. I did not stay stagnant. I did not stay stuck. I did not put on a pity party. I chose growth. I chose purpose. I chose to use my voice on my platform to change lives around the world. And every time I go live, every time I encourage someone, every time I help another person believe in themselves, I know I'm finally living the life I was created to live because I am leaving an impact in the world. I get many people message me on a daily basis and tell me how thankful they are for me sharing what I'm doing. They love the things I do online and they watch me all the time and they love what I say on social media and how I encourage them. And one woman today, she said she needed to hear that. She needed to hear a message that I post, to see a message that I post, a prayer that comes with that message. She needed that today. So, guys, you don't need what was my poster today? I post a poster today. Oh, I have to look at it real quick. Hold on. I have to look at it. 1 second. Oh, I have to cut this off. Yeah. I post a poster today and it says you have to be poor. Oh, I remember. You don't need a PhD to change your life. You don't need a PhD to get out of your comfort zone. You don't need a PhD to start this business. All you need a PhD to do this business. And I'll tell you why you need a PhD. You need to be poor, hungry, and driven to do this business. And I was all three. I was poor, I was hungry, and I was driven. So everything I did in my life since I was growing up, I have my PhD. All right. So you need to have a PhD in anything you want to do. You need to be poor, hungry, and driven. And that will give you that motivation, that determination, that zeal, that zest, that stamina and that grit and resilience to keep going. So I choose my voice. What are you going to choose? Many of you here on social media, you guys are so smart, so talented, wicked talented, I'm telling you. Because I grew up so sheltered, so guarded, and I haven't had any exposure. I grew up in church, I grew up with 4 brothers, I got married, lived with a strict husband, and that's it. You guys have more freedom, more knowledge, more education. You're wicked smart more than me. I mean, wicked smart, street smart. And you guys can amount to anything you want to do. So what are you going to use your voice for? What are you going to do for the people around you, in your circle, around your circle, and in the world? I choose to use my voice. And every time I go live, every time I encourage someone, every time I help another person believe in themselves, I know I finally am living the life I was created to live. And I'm going to close with you guys tonight. One day, the applause will stop. The opinions wouldn't matter. The critics will be silent. The only question that will remain is this: did you have the courage to live the life God gave you? Or did you spend it trying to satisfy everyone else? Don't let fear write your story. Don't let guilt become your prison. Don't let someone else's expectations become your identity. You only get one life, no second chances. Don't spend it being a supporting character in someone else's dream. I'll repeat that one. I think that was so cute. Don't spend it being a supporting character in someone else's dream. Be the star of your dream. Be the main character. Don't be a supporting character. Become the author of your own book. I want everyone watching tonight to answer this in the comments. If fear, guilt, and other people's opinions disappear tonight, what is the very first thing you will be doing tomorrow? Put it in your comment and let me hear. And remember this: the life you've been praying for begins the moment you stop asking permission to become the person you were created to be. Now go live your life, not someone else's expectation. Live your life on your terms. You be the dictator of your life. You be the person who is going to set the standards for your life. Don't live on other people's expectation of you, because other people's expectation of you will be the lowest of the low. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you for tonight. Thanks for watching Chat with Pat, and I will see you tomorrow night with another hot topic. To my audience who's watching, and if anything resonates with you tonight, if anything I said tonight resonates with you, and you want to change your life, stop living on other people's expectation, and you want to do something different, something extra, something that will leave a legacy for your family, leave an impact in the world, then join this business. Join this business. Just ask me for more information and I will guide you to your destination. All right? So if you look around and you find that there are no good human beings in the world, please be the first one to be kind, caring, and loving. That being said, have a pleasant evening and stay tuned for another hot topic on Chat with Pat.